What's up, guys? Textrider here with another look at some figures we got this week. Today we're looking at the GI Joe Classified Night Force, Beachhead, and Quick Kick action figures from Hasbro. And this is a Walmart exclusive. And I have to say, Walmart has been on top of their game very much lately. The last couple of weeks I was able to get the Gamerverse, Marvel Legends, Omega Red versus War Machine 2-pack. I was able to get Cobra Commander with body armor, and then also Monkey Wrench. So I just barely pre-ordered this. I didn't do the cancel con thing, because every single time I do the cancel con, my thing does get canceled. But I did order this with the 2-pack Gamerverse set, and I thought it was gonna get canceled. And no, it actually, I think the release date is today, and it shipped. It got here today, which was very interesting, very remarkable. Now, I know some people were able to grab it at the store. Some people were able to find them in the store, but I kind of lost hope of shopping at the store. The only place I'll go is Target, and that's on the release date for some stuff. I know the diver set is gone, but I think it's September 20th, I think is the day. So I'm going to go and grab that on the day of. But anyway, yeah, I mean, this is really cool. I'm very, I have to admit, I really haven't had too much of a problem. I know my Crystal Ball did get canceled, and I was able to get them on Pop Culture, luckily. I don't stress over exclusives. I do hate the fact that they do, for me, I really think that the exclusive should just be the repaints. Because of the simple fact that, if you can't get them at, whatever reason they don't sell them there, or you miss them out on Hasbro Pulse, at least the repaints, it's a repaint. It's not end of the world like the original figure. For me, Crystal Ball, that wasn't a repaint, and I don't understand why that one was an exclusive, and I feel bad for a lot of people who missed out on that one. Hopefully, it's been popping up, off and on the website, so maybe hopefully people can get it. If I see it, I'll let y'all know in the comments of that figure. But yeah, for this, I'm really excited because I love the Night Force, and the Night Force is getting bigger. That team is getting bigger on my shelf. It's like, okay, what's going on, Tiger Force? We still need a few more figures from Tiger Force. And then, of course, the Slaughter Marauders, or the Marauders, I guess they changed the name to. We just have 2 more figures. So, I love the sub-teams. I love Night Force, so I'm very all in for it. So anyway, so here we are with basically the Night Force standard box packaging. You got the 2 figures in the front. You got all the accessories. Nothing new here. I could have swore the box was bigger, but I guess not. I looked at the box when it came in. I was like, did they give me the wrong thing? So I was kind of, worried about that, but no worries. It's all here. As you can see the figures. Looking, you got Beachhead, and you got Quick Kick, which I'm interested in big time because I don't remember him being part of Night Force. Is this a new thing we're getting with him? So a lot of people like this version better because he has clothes on. So he's not, the ninja guy that he is. But that was the original figure, so I don't see what the problem was. But anyway, so yeah, let's look at the box. You got the attributes for both figures here. And then you have this cool little, design, the portrait with the QR code. And then, of course, you got their design. And this is 164 in the line. So, yeah, we're getting up there. I think we're getting closer to 200. All right, here's the background. You can see both characters there walking in some type of alleyway or something. Nothing else hidden. I don't see nothing in the trash cans. Nothing. Oh, there's something right there. I don't know what that is. Could that be a mask of somebody? I wonder if that's the. That might be that new. What is it called? Not zombie viper. What do they call it? That other viper that's coming out with the wolf and all that. Oh my, I forgot the name of it, but I think that might be his mask back there. Then you got that other mask that he has, and then you have, says the Night Force thing in here. So yeah, and then you got a few Fudgy Interactive. Okay. All right, let's get these guys out of the packaging and get a closer look at the GI Joe Classified Night Force, Beachhead, and Quick Kick 2-pack. All right, boys and girls, here is Beachhead out of the packaging, looking really cool. Now, of course, this is the same Beachhead that came out in the retro version I think it was last year. Sometime, was it last year or this year? I don't even remember. So many figures come out, I'm just like, what? But anyway, we did a review on him, and, you know, I think this is one of the best Beachheads they released. Cobra Island version I'm not hating on, but I wasn't a huge fan of their cheapy weapons. In fact, I sold that one, and yeah, it's so funny, another Beachhead. But anyway, as you can see, like I said, it's the same figure, but of course, all the colors are different to match the Night Force team. Now, I know for a fact that this version did come out in the past as there was a 5-pack Night Force, and he was part of that pack. So that's really cool that they're bringing him back. And another thing, I was doing some other research on Tiger Force because I was looking at all the special teams and see who we need or whatever. And he's also part of Tiger Force also. So that'd be interesting if we get a Tiger Force version. We probably will, you know. Nothing wrong with the repaints. I think some people like them, some people don't. I love them. I like the Night Force. I think it's really cool. It's a really cool team that I'm getting up. So anyway, so let's go up close and personal. As you can see, he does have that ski mask on his head, just like the other one. The eyes look the same, nothing very much. Of course, just like I said, the colors, this is basically the colors are all different. You got this, you know, GI, the dark green on here. Of course, he has a beret right there. It'd be kind of cool if we had a separate beret we can put on top, because, I mean, that's what he had, you know? But it looked kind of weird that since you have this on here. I don't know, you can take this off. I don't know. Anyway, he got magazines here, little pouches for his Skittles. Here's the Night Force patch right here. And it's kind of crazy how this pattern is done on him, or the lines. You know, I usually we do camo and stuff like that, so it's kind of different. It's a different take on him. So if he takes off his vest, he's ready to go to work. You know, you got a nice dress shirt with all the stripes and stuff like that. Anyway, so yeah, you know, it comes down here. There's another pocket there for more Skittles. And then we got basically his belt straps down here with the 2 holsters, one for the knife and one for the gun, and the ammo clip. So on the pants, it is a black and gray camo theme thing, which is kind of cool, different, very interesting. And then he has a knife sheath right here with his, these are brown boots. So, and I think maybe what I'll do is I'll go ahead and grab the other one so we can do comparison. But right now, let's look at all the weapons and stuff he comes with, because he does come with a lot of stuff. And I think these are all stuff that came with the exception of one of the guns he came with out in the other set. I think he's missing a dagger. Oh yeah, I forgot to put this dagger. I thought it was this one was for Quick Kick. But anyway, all right, here we go. So let's start with the dagger. One of the daggers. It's just basically, you know, handle's green, and you got that silver, which is really nice. I guess it goes here. And then he comes with these grenade bombs, or probably not grenade. They're probably canisters of, you know, what do you call it? Pepper spray or something, maybe, I guess. And he did come with that originally. Okay, so now I'm seeing he has another knife. I thought this one was Quick Kicks. I guess Quick Kick doesn't come with a knife, so these 2 daggers are actually his. Oh yeah, there's a dagger for a Quick Kick. Okay, I see it. So it does come with 2 daggers. Here's the other one. It's different than this one. As you can see, it's longer and stuff. Well, the blade's longer. All right. So I guess this one goes down to his boot. And this one goes down on his side here. Gotta have those daggers. All right. I'll put those canisters in a minute. He does come with a regular gun. You've seen these already a lot into the figures already. And then here's his silencer. Not a magazine clip, it's a silencer. My bad. So there we go. So I'm not gonna use that. I'm just gonna go put that away on the side here. So 2025 is coming closer and closer to an end. It's September already, so a few more months and we're done with the year. So, all right, here is his backpack, the same one as the other one. I don't remember. I think the other one was black also, if I'm not mistaken. And then he has his signature weapon, the silencer. I guess that's a silencer. That's a silencer, right? I guess. I don't know. I guess I don't know much about guns. And then I guess this is his cantina thing or grenade thing. I don't really know. And then he does come with this big rifle, which is pretty cool. So very interesting, very interesting. So yeah, you know, it's been an interesting year for classified. I mean, we had really a lot of cool figures that came out this year. So I wonder, like, I know for sure we're heading into 2026 with more figures, but I wonder if they're going to continue to 2027. I wonder how far they'll go. Because, I mean, we still need a few more figures to come out. Oh, one more weapon. I'm sorry, the crossbow. With no bows, right? I do not see any on... Nope, I don't. So we can just put it right here like you normally stack it. And then these things can go here, I guess, maybe here, here. And then, I guess there's not another holder for the weapon. So we can just have him hold this big old gun. Yeah. Oh. Everything's falling off of him. And there's the magazine fell out. And then, of course, the grenades would fall out. I would put them on the waist, but can they fit? Let's see if I can get it up. Yep. I mean, he's not going to sit down at all. I kind of wish all the figures came with figure stands, though. That's the only thing I feel like, you know, what's lacking of classified, and I really kind of wish they would sell them. There is a guy that I bought some stands from. You know, I got the little single ones, you know, but then he sent me like this white version, and it's actually pretty cool. So I'm probably gonna order more from him. But I really wish they would have just every figure should, just like McFarlane, every figure should come with a you know. All right, so let me go get the other Beachhead so we can do a comparison time. I'll be right back. All right, here is comparison time with the other Beachhead that came out before. And like I said, it's just basically the same figure, just different deco, of course. You know, his has a green underneath, and then this one is basically the black, and then the stripes on there, and of course the pants. Everything's the same. I mean, you know, of course, just different coloring. I mean, you got the black here for his belt straps, and then this one is brown, dark brown. The boots are black. This is brown. Oh, even though this is brown also, much as all that. So, you know, same figure. Let me double check to see if that's the right. Yeah, it's the right daggers. Oops. But yeah, I mean, it's basically the same, identical. The backpacks are the same color. I think this is the darker black though. And then you got of course he has that green thing. So yeah, I mean, you know, like I said, this one is a really cool version. So I don't mind another, you know, another repaint. So yeah, pretty cool. All right, so let's go ahead and get Quick Kick out of the packaging, and let's take a closer look at him. All right, here's Quick Kick out of the packaging, looking really cool, really different for me. Like I said, I really, not that I don't want him in Night Force, but I know that there was a different version of him that came out. I believe it was the 30th or the 60th, or Rise of Cobra or something, where he was wearing all black and he had like a yellow scarf. But of course, I don't remember him ever being in Night Force. I don't even think he was. I looked it up. I didn't see him on there. And I could have swore there was a 2-pack he came with, but I guess not. I was mistaking him for Tunnel Rat, which is weird. But yeah, so this is a whole new thing, I guess. So Not saying I don't want it. I think it's kind of cool that we, like I said, we get more figures. And a lot of people, like I said, I don't know about myself though, but a lot of people like the fact that he's wearing the pants and he's wearing clothes, you know. But I remember Quick Kick without the clothes. I remember the movie, I think it was the GIJOE movie where he was fighting in the snow, basically naked, which is interesting. Like nobody, who does that, right? But anyway, so let's get closer look at him. So here he is, his face. Basically the face sculpt to me looks the same, sort of. Maybe not. Yeah. Oh no, it's basically, because I don't remember, did the first one have a, I'm trying to think, did the first version have two heads? I don't remember. I think it did. So it's probably the same thing. Of course, you have the red bandana instead of the white. And then, of course, you know, he has another scarf under his neck. And I'm guessing this is a repaint. This is basically Fudge Interactive. I guess this is from Grunt, I think. I'm not too sure. So funny how we still got the comm links after all this time. But I don't know. I'm trying to think. Like, is this from Grunt? I guess because I mean I don't remember. I have Grunt, but I don't. Like I said, it's been like so many figures that it's hard to keep track. But anyway, he has his vest and he has his little, you know, indicator there, and then of course you have the pouches just like Beachhead, and this green. Kind of hard to put a backpack because there's no hole there, so that's gonna be interesting to get that. And then here we have this utility belt where you can put the two of the swords, and then I guess the nunchucks back there. So it's really cool that there's a lot of storage for him. Oh yeah, there's a nice sheath up here, and then some pouches here for more Skittles. And I don't know which legs these are. They look familiar. I wonder. These do look familiar. I don't know. If you know in the comments, you can let me know. But it's hard to keep track of all that. Then he has the black boots. So yeah, he comes with a lot of stuff. So it's gonna be interesting how we do. Let's go ahead and do with his hands. He does come with two fists to punch someone out. The violence is real. And then his slap your mama hands. You know. And then his flying stars. I don't think I'm doing the stuff that I'm probably not gonna use. Anything else? I could have sworn he came with two guns. Or was I tripping? Nope, he only comes with one. Okay, never mind. All right, so he does come with two of the nunchucks. And I'm trying to remember if the other one came with two nunchucks. Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. So this one's there's a red tip on these, a black. And then because you got the, you know, bendable plastic for the chains. You know, I don't really like those kind of things, those chains. So here's his dagger. Black and the gray handle, or not, black and the gray blade. Here comes with two other blades. I mean, his signature, if I can get him out, his signature swords. Silver tip, and you got the red on the back too. And then his backpack, the same one as the one that came with. And I'm actually happy that they did that, because I know with some of the other two packs, they gave him completely other stuff, like the Marauders, the Low Light, and Spirit. They gave him a whole different, you know, they didn't give him the same weapons and stuff. So it wasn't terrible, but it was like, wait a minute, when we got the originals, they came with original weapons. Even the bird was different, which is weird. But I mean, I guess they give us more birds. I don't know. And then he comes with these are additional accessories. He has these two other type of swords. I don't know what they're called, but that's real cool that they came with them. And then he has two other head sculpts. He has one with the paint, looking like the guy from The Predator. So I think this is the one. Yeah, this is the one that. Yep, same one, or maybe, I don't know. That was the original. Yeah, I think he did come with 2 heads. I don't remember. Then he comes with this cool mask. So I don't know if I'm going to use this or not, but I do like the colors on it. And I believe it's a repaint from the those Blue Viper figures that I have. I think that's what those are. And then this is the gun from I believe Dusty. So, because Quick Kid didn't have a gun. So yeah. All right, let's put all this stuff together. Let's start with the names. Yeah, so we're having, you know, more G.I. Joe Classified. I recently updated my order for the toilets, or the, what do they call it? The defense system thing with the Trench Viper. I had to get that. I wasn't going to get that, but I saw the review on the Viper, the Howley Viper that comes with it, the Trench Viper. And he looks so cool, and I love that figure, so I'm definitely going to get that. But not sure what I'm going to do with the porta potties, though. Okay, so here. I got to put the nunchucks in the back. Nunchucks in the back. Nunchucks in the back. I just hope these don't tear. But yeah, and then I also ordered... I also are getting the Cobra Claws without the pilots, because some guy was selling them on eBay. I missed out on the Cobra Claws, and right now they're sold out, and there's no way in hell I'm going to pay more than what they're worth. I'm just not doing that. I only do that with older figures, not with new figures. So I was just screw it. I'll leave it like that. There's the nunchucks back there. But someone was selling theirs just without the figure for a good price. And then I asked him if he had an extra one, and he said yeah. So he ordered, was able to get 2. So that's really, really cool. Let me move all this to the side. Let's go ahead and get the other Quick Kick out. I didn't have to go get them, it was already. So you can see basically the differences. I mean, of course, I mean, this is the classic version. Like, I don't see a problem with him being naked, because this is what he was. I mean, but of course, I mean, are the arms the same? Yeah, the arms are pretty much the same. So, or is it? Because there's a vein here on his. I don't see the vein there. Well, I didn't really notice there's veins on these figures. They went that far to put veins on these. Look at his veins. Huh. Are there veins on this guy? I guess the veins went away. Oh yeah, he has 2 wristbands. But yeah, I mean, you know, like I said, I think the head sculpt is based on this one. So let's swap head sculpt. I think I like this one better. I don't think I'm gonna really. I don't know if I really want this handkerchief. Yeah, that looks better without the handkerchief, I think. Yeah, that looks really cool. I don't think I'm gonna use this head sculpt. Let's just see what he looks like. But I don't know. I'm liking that other one better. I mean, that does look pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. That does look really neat, because it does match all the colors. But yeah, we'll see. So yeah. Anyway, so the Cobra Claws come in, and then we got the toilets coming. Keep seeing the porta potties are coming, so those reviews should be up shortly. So yeah, here's a comparison. And this one didn't come with a chocolate bar. What the heck? You know. All right, so let's go ahead and get these 2 on my turntable. Get my final thoughts on the G.I. Joe Classified, Night Force, Beachhead, and Quick Kick 2-pack. All right, here are my final thoughts on the G.I. Joe Classified, Night Force, Beachhead, and Quick Kick 2-pack set from Walmart. This is a Walmart exclusive. First and foremost, I love the pack. I think it's really cool. I love all the colors. My Night Force, I'm digging. I like the Night Force. I remember back in the day, I don't know, I think it was Toys R Us, I saw the Night Force vehicles, including the Night Force Whale, or whatever it was called. I forgot what it was called back then. But I remember seeing it, and I went to go buy a video game, and I saw it, and I was like, for a split second, I nearly bought that instead of the video game. Now that I think about it, I should have bought it. But anyway, so I don't know if we'll ever doubtedly get a Night Force Whale. God, why not? Why not just do it? Like, Seriously, like, I think people would buy a HasLab whale. I really do think that. I know it's going to be huge, but I think they would. I don't see why they wouldn't. I think they'll do I think they would. I think people would buy a Tomahawk or a Night Raven or a Sky Striker. Come on, guys. Let's get those HasLabs.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Make sure you like, share, and subscribe.